So if you guys are like us, and we just recently had our oil change on our 2018 Mazda CX5, the dealership pointed out to us that our battery is starting to leak acid and it's to the point it needs to be replaced, and they wanted $320 to do it plus tax. Well, I don't want to spend $320, so if you guys are in need of a new battery and want to replace it yourself, in today's video I'm going to show you how to do that. We picked the battery up from Costco for like $110, and with tax was like $122, so that's a third of the price. So let's get into it. And just my luck, just as soon as I came outside it started snowing, but I need to get this done for my wife. She needs it. And my daughter and her friend over there.
No, stop!
They're on the channel. Look, it's them.
No.
Famous. So we're gonna get this done for my wife because I don't want her getting stranded. So here we go. So we're gonna locate our battery, which is right back here. And you can see, like I was talking about, we got all that corrosion here where the battery is starting to kind of leak, and we don't want it going down into the car and corroding the paint and making the car rust. So that's when you know you need to replace it. So we're gonna go ahead and take out, there's a couple of 10mm nuts here. We'll loosen those and then we can undo the terminals and just pull it up and out. One of the signs that your battery's starting to go bad is when you start your car, you'll hear the starter as it cranks. It's kind of a little slow to start. Especially when it's cold, on like cold mornings, it'll be really slow. Alright, and as you guys get these loose enough, if you look down below, you can see these are attached with a J-hook. So kind of underneath, they'll be able to just kind of slip out and away from the little binding post. And it just pulls right up and out. We'll just set it. We need to clean this. Alright, let's go ahead and take the terminals off and pull the battery up and out. If you guys need hand tools, I'll put a link down below for what you'll need. And then the terminals are just kind of wiggle free and they'll come right up and off. So go ahead and take that positive connector and kind of push it forward and out of the way over here. And then tuck your negative back down here. That'll give you enough space to reach in here, kind of move it forward and up and out of the way. There we go. So you guys can see I just kind of tuck this forward here. All three wires kind of reach out of the way there. And then looking down in here, I'm gonna probably get my shop vac out and just vacuum this stuff out to get that sulfuric acid out. I don't want any stuff around the car that's gonna cause corrosion later. Alright, we can grab our new battery. And this is the model number of what you're going to need. It is a number 35 group size. It has 640 CCA, which stands for cold cranking amp. That's the amount of power the car has to start the engine when it's like 10 or 20 degrees outside when it's cold. So it's pretty powerful. This is an Interstate battery. It comes with a 36-month warranty from Costco, so you can't beat it. And comparatively, the cold cranking amps on the Mazda battery is 550 versus 640, so that'll give us like an extra like 20% more cold cranking amps approximately. So you can see, comparing the new battery versus the old one, this thing was only built in it's only like a year and a half old. So kind of sucks that it was leaking battery acid. I've never had a battery do that within basically only like 18 months old. Usually they last a little longer. So let's go ahead and take this cover off. We'll clean that up. We'll throw it around this and let's install it. And the nice thing with the Interstate, man, look at this. Alright, that sits down there nice and neat, and we got the carrying handle tucked down. We can go ahead and remove these little covers. All right, let's connect the terminals, and to do that, you want to go ahead and put the positive one on first. Let's reposition our cables here. And I kind of had to move the battery carrying handle a little bit out of the way, but there's still plenty of room. Okay, so I'm going to kind of clean off the factory tie down. And I'm using a glove because this stuff is sulfuric acid. It's not good for your skin. So I'm going to use a little bit of Scotch-Brite, and then I've got some battery cleaner. So this stuff will kind of eat away at that battery acid and help me clean it off. And then we can reinstall it. So you guys can see how eroded the metal is here on the battery tie down. And so I did the, the neutralizer cleaner that basically kind of neutralizes that battery acid. I'm gonna just spray a couple coats of black paint over it, but if your battery starts to leak, you guys wanna make sure you replace it sooner than later, because you don't want that sulfuric acid getting on your car and starting to rust your car. This we caught it soon enough, so it's not too bad. We got a little bit of VHT roll bar and chassis paint. So I got a couple layers of paint on here. I think it turned out pretty good. It's just enough to keep it protected and from rusting, and I won't have to buy a new one. Here's my little headlight too. When I'm working in my engine bay, it helps me to see down in these areas when I'm doing. I'll put a link for that in the description down below. And we're trying to get our J-hook down here, guys, so it's just gonna go kind of on the side of this, and then the J-hook slips down underneath like that. Once you get it underneath there, you can just tighten it back up. These are all tightened down. Let's see that tie strap is not going anywhere. We tuck everything down out of the way and we are done. All right, let's test it. Make sure the car starts up good for the wife. We should notice a significant difference too in just the startup speed. Listen to the crank from before. The starter, turn over. A little bit faster than the old battery. But she's working, job well done. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers, and I would appreciate the help. Leave me some comments down below. Like I said, this is an easy job. It took me about 20 minutes, and versus paying the dealership, I saved myself 200 bucks doing it at home in my driveway. Not too bad. I'll put a link in the description too for the battery cleaner / acid neutralizer, but I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of sealant on my battery as well to help kind of keep the terminals from having any chance of getting corrosion on them. All right, job done. And for my regular subscribers that watch my GTR content, WRX content, I will be back with more content. I'm pounding out a ton of overtime right now, and I'm paying for car parts. I've got the engine bearings, I've got an oil pan sump extension coming, I've got different water oil lines coming, I've got HKS timing belt. So stuff is coming. It's taking a while. I don't have time to really shoot content and sit and edit video, because I'm working 2 extra days a week. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Leave me some comments, and thanks for watching. If you made it to the end, leave me a hashtag to the end. Sorry, I'm kind of freezing. It's like 28 degrees. And I'm like having trouble talking, so freaking freezing to death out here. But I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.